here. Anybody else that's a fly on the wall that's got something to offer to the discussions?
Well, I find something that's really effective to do is have tournaments within your practice. So you put multiple nets maybe on the side, even the little nets, or if you got a lot of goalies, it all depends. And you have tournaments, either round robin or like, what's that one called? Where if you win, you go to the right. If you lose, you go to the left. And everybody plays everybody, and you change the rules, have different modified rules every game. Maybe the goals have to come on one-touch shots, or maybe they have to come on give and goes, or this kind of thing. I think is really, really valuable to do, and it's really hard for the players because they're playing all the time. It's extremely exhausting when you have tournaments like that. I've never heard that mentioned here, so I just thought I'd bring it up.
Tom, you did. You manage large numbers in junior high school gymnasiums with that kind of idea. Can you talk a bit about years ago your junior high experience and given the challenge of having too many numbers and too little space and how it worked out so well for you?
Well, I get two classes, so you get between 48 and 60 kids in a 3 badminton court gym, which is a little bigger than a full court volleyball, you know. And what I would do is I get extra lines put on the floor or whatever. So say we're playing volleyball, I'd put the post at each end and just have a rope, not the net, so that they could do that, because we always did a run at the start. And then with the 3 badminton courts, I made them, now there's 6 courts because I had a line between the courts. So then I'd put them in 12 teams. So say there's 60 kids, they're in 12 teams of 5. And then whatever our focus was that day, maybe it's a forearm pass. Then do some drills on that technique and this kind of stuff. You walk around and you help them, and then have a tournament and where they have to use a forehand pass. And then I would have a round robin tournament on the wall in a laminated. So the winning team, one player from each team would go up to that thing and circle the winning team. Then they find where their team goes next, and the kids would just move. And we'd either keep going with that or have another lesson to go. And same thing. Most gyms had 6 basketball courts, and you round robin or King's Court, where the winning team stays where they are. The losing team goes to the left, the winning team goes to the right, and they work themselves up. If they're winning, the best teams end up playing. It's a great way to pick teams too. Like in hockey, you have that, and all your best players end up at one end, because when they win, they go that direction. But I did that all of the time because, junior high kids, you don't want them sitting around doing nothing because they're going to go do something. And it really worked for me. And this stuff, these ideas were from Yuso, my Finnish friend. It's all about using space. Even running a practice, managing the pucks. So as soon as the drill is over, you tell them where the pucks go next. You don't have your assistant coach out there moving pucks. Then they come, they don't even know what they're doing because, they didn't hear the instruction for the next drill. And, using space and not wasting time going from point A to point B. And I know all of us here give drills names once they learn them. So you just say the name of the thing and only use a board. Maybe the first time it's good to use a board to show where people go and stand, to start, to drill or a game. And, like West last night, we shared the ice the last part of the practice. There's 2 teams on the ice at once. And he wanted to do either the 3-second game or one pass in each zone game. We combined teams. And then we refined it because we've done that to 2 seconds. And it works better. The puck moved good, really well. And the kids change on their own. So, just having a template that everybody knows what's going on first is really eliminates a lot of wasted time on the ice. And in the gym, it really worked well for me.
Tom, at the end of practice, both teams, two different teams, competing against each other for bragging rights. And right now they're going into the playoffs. And I look at the scores and I say, anybody could win. It's so unpredictable. Scoring is not really a natural occurring thing with kids that age.
Well, our team, and Wes's team, we outshoot we double the other team's shots. But the girls don't shoot. We only got a few girls that can shoot, and our goalie's 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
So a lot of times the score doesn't indicate what happened in the play whatsoever, so.
So my point here.
There's no doubt. We're playoffs tomorrow. There's no doubt we will outplay the other team. Yeah. I don't know whether we'll outscore them.
Yeah. Anyway, at the end of the practice, the best part of the practice, Tom, when they gathered in the circle, both teams, it's a traditional thing in female hockey. Yeah. And I don't know if it started with the national team, but they did this team cheer. And I looked at the one big girl, I think on your team, Tom, she sort of took the lead. I could hear her voice. It gave me everybody to start the count and the stick banging, laying down.
And they all laid down with their sticks in the middle.
Yeah.
On the middle circle.
But that's sort of an indication of they enjoyed each other. They had a lot of fun. And boy, they had a lot of conditioning. And when we're talking about all of Richard's points of his SEEP program, it was outstanding. Did it satisfy my needs, your needs? No, it's not about our needs. It's about the kids' needs. And they were doing unbelievable things for the entire practice. So